Okay, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's being reported that allegedly Team Haney, Devin Haney, father trainer, manager, and CEO Bill Haney have approached top executives over there at DAZN and have requested a takedown of the footage, the fight footage between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Seeing that the fight has been made null and void, right? The fight is now been made a no contest. Devin Haney's undefeated record has now been restored. The Haneys now allegedly believe that the footage should be removed from the internet and buried. Something similar as to how Deontay Wilder's footage with Harold Sconius has gone missing from the internet and is nowhere to be seen. Nobody has a copy of it. It's been said, allegedly, that Al Heyman buried the footage. So Bill Haney wants to do a similar thing, allegedly. I mean, a lot of channels have been making videos and putting out reports on a similar thing, and the story is the same everywhere. You know, the Haneys approach DAZN and request for the footage to be taken down. But then, you know, we've seen I've seen other channels that have come out and they've reported that DAZN have denied the request, not denied access, or just basically refused and said, no, we're keeping the footage up. You know, we own the footage and it is what it is. I don't know exactly what they said to Bill or Team Haney, but their request was denied. Put it there, their request was denied. Now, this is just a long line of things that have happened between the two camps. Well, I'm not going to say two camps. Devin Haney's been said to have allegedly wants to sue Ryan Garcia for damages, physical damage, mental damage, and financial damage. Seeing that Devin Haney lost, well, not lost, I want to say lost. Top Rank were the only promotional company to bid on his fight, his mandatory defense against Sandor Martin. As you can see here, here's the tweet. And Devin Haney calls out Eddie Hearn basically, and to complain about why Matchroom have not made a bid for his fight. All right, Eddie Hearn. Now, I made a point about Eddie Hearn. I said I believe Eddie Hearn's not happy about the whole situation with Devin Haney. I'm looking for it here, see if I can find it. I don't believe I can find it. I think he's not happy about the situation with Devin Haney. You should have heard his interview when he said, you know, the Haneys have been going around trying to broker the best deal here, there, and everywhere. He alluded to them being disloyal, which they kind of were, because they promised to go back to Matchroom and Eddie after their free fight deal with Top Rank to become undisputed. They came back and beat Regis Prograis and didn't show Matchroom the same respect by signing maybe a 3-fight deal with Matchroom as they did with Top Rank. So, you know, Eddie Hearn says, well, I'm showing the same loyalty that was shown to me, basically. So basically, it's like he stick two fingers up at the Haney and said they can go and do their own thing. They've got their own promotional company, which is DHP, Devin Haney Promotions. Let me reach for my notes here, because I've heard a lot of disparaging things that people have said about DHP Promotions. It's becoming like a bit of a running joke now on the internet. Don't think I can find it. Oh yeah, here we go. DHP don't have power. DHP don't have physicality. DHP don't have pay-per-view buys. DHP don't have a promoter. Because that's what it is right now. Eddie Hearn said, I'm not interested in this fight. I already told you I'm not interested in the Sandor Martin fight. So the Haneys, they could have bid on it themselves. They keep saying that they're a promotional company within themselves, DHP Promotions. So why didn't they bid for the fight themselves if they're unhappy about me not bidding for it. And Eddie's like, they don't want to put their money up now, do they? They don't want to put their money up. Well, you know, neither do I. So what happened is Devin Haney ducked Sandor Martin, and then when he gave up his belt and ducked Sandor Martin, right? This is what the Alphabet Boys won't tell you. He gave his belt up. He relinquished his title, right? So it's a duck. That's a duck. When Lomachenko took the franchise belt and went on to fight Teofimo Lopez, the Alphabet Boys were saying that Lomachenko ducked Devin. He gave up his belt. He ducked Devin. When really and truly, he went on to fight. He went on to try and become undisputed. That's what he wanted to do. Right? It was a whole mess with that whole franchise belt. It was a whole mess. Some people believe that Teo was not undisputed. Well, some people believe Teo's undisputed, and some people believe he's not. Just for a technicality over a belt. My personal eyes, my view, Teo's undisputed. He was undisputed. Right? So anyway, as I said, he ducked Sandor Martin. Now he wants to sue Ryan Garcia, and he wants to take a 1-year break and then come back and fight Ryan Garcia. Something's not adding up to me. Something's not adding up. Because at first, Devin said he didn't want to rematch Ryan. He says, Ryan's a cheater, I don't want to rematch. And now all of a sudden, he wants to rematch. After wanting to sue him, trying to, you know, ask the commission to give him the ban Ryan for life. If you want to ban the guy for life, how do you want to rematch? How are you going to rematch him if you're going to ban him for life? You want him banned for life, but you don't want to rematch him. But you want to rematch. Sorry, you want to rematch him. That doesn't make sense. They wanted Ryan banned for life, but now they want to rematch him. It doesn't make sense because if you got the request that you had asked for, there would be no rematch. Excuse me. You guys stand to get it now. I don't think they want to rematch Ryan at all. They've realized their market value. 1 point, whatever it may be, 1.5 mil, whatever it may be, somewhere around that benchmark. That is Devin Haney's market value. 1.5 mil. DAZN have been paying this kid over the ante for years. They've been paying Devin Haney too much money for years. He been getting so much money to fight guys like Gamboa, Linares, Jorge Linares, also Jojo Diaz. He'd been getting paid excessive amounts of money to fight either guys that were old and over the hill, or just too small for him. Remember in the Exodus Files documentary, you see when he goes up against most of his opponents at 135, he just screams in their face, "You're too small. You're too small." Again, Devin Haney has a weird relationship with Victor Conte. I don't need to go into that. We all know who Victor Conte is. I've made videos on my previous channel about Victor Conte. You guys forget about what I've said about him. You guys know who he is, right? You know what he's about. You know who he is. And he has a weird relationship with the Haneys. That's all I'm going to say. And Bill Haney's always talking about preaching and always talking about, oh, clean sport and stuff like that. You don't like guys that use drugs and, you know, these Ryan's a drug cheat, whatever. Even though he's not looking at the variables of it, it could be a contaminant. It seems like a contaminant to me anyway. Whether Ryan took it deliberately, even if he took it deliberately, it would have made no sense. It's an old type of PED, right? It's very old. It's not a new thing. Not only that, it was only administered in a short window of time. It's stupid. If Ryan did it deliberately, that would have been stupid, right? And we all thought Ryan might have been stupid before the fight, but after the fight, when he mopped Devin Haney, right, absolutely mopped him, we then realized that Ryan Garcia is a lot smarter than Bill Haney and his fanboys. They were like, oh my days, this guy is a lot smarter than we anticipated. But anyway, going back to the PEDs and wanting Ryan Garcia banned for years, Bill Haney went on to Mill City Boxing and he sounded like, or looked like, and looks like, and sounded like he was doing some class A himself, right, up the nostrils, right. Those of you that ain't see it, go over to Mill City Boxing, right, look through his videos, you'll see it. It's there. Can't be that far down in history, right? Might even be a short. I think he might even have it as a short. But anyway, look. Listen, personally, I've never seen anything like this in the sport of boxing before. I've seen guys get cheated and guys get the wrong end of, get a bit of injustice. We're talking about Miguel Cotto. We're talking about those type fighters that have, been on the wrong end of mishaps and stuff like that, and deliberate cheating. I've never seen anything like this. Fighters, you get in there to legally be able to punch each other in the face and not get arrested, right? You can beat the shit out of somebody and not get arrested. That's the whole point of it. It's an organized sport, right? For people to go in there and unleash hell on each other. This is the reason why suing the fighter after the fight just sounds ridiculous. Just sounds ridiculous. How are you going to sue the man? What are you going to sue him for? For the use of PEDs? Fair enough. If it was someone like Big Baby Miller and he fought someone and absolutely battered them and, put them in the hospital and gave them excessive amount of damage, I'll understand. You can understand, yeah, suing you for damage because you was on every other type of drug under the sun. Ryan Garcia was not even using steroids. There was no steroids. There was no anabolic agent in his bloodstream, right? It was ostarine, a cutting agent. So, you got to look at it like that. You got to look at it in that sense, right? I kind of got off track now. But anyway, look, I'm going to cut it short, man. It's a bit late for me now. It's probably about, what's the time now? It's 2:30 in the morning UK time, man. I'm going to jump off, man. But listen, I'll probably do a part 2 to it. I'll listen back to it. I'll do a part 2 to it and smooth off any points that I didn't really round off because right now I'm just babbling at the moment. But anyway, look, no amount of ostarine, right, was responsible for Devin Haney not being able to take left hooks, right? The guy was taking left hooks all night to the chin. It is what it is, man. What am I going to say? He wants to take a year off. Not a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. And when if he does take a year back off, he comes back and fights Ryan Garcia. I'm sorry, he gets destroyed again. He gets destroyed again. And these guys will start crying and not be able to hold the loss or accept the loss. Anyway, look, enough said. Do us a favor, smash the like button. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications to get all the new latest videos.